Most business owners blame Facebook. The leads are junk, the platform doesn't work. But the truth is, Facebook is just a mirror. It reflects the quality of your offer, your creative, and your follow-up system. If those aren't strong, you'll keep getting tire kickers, okay? So in this video, again, we'll be breaking down two strategies, okay? Well, two of the main symptoms of having low quality leads, okay? One is going to be how to actually qualify more leads in the platform, but the other is going to be your system, okay? Because ego aside here, it's one of those two things. And most of the time, it's not really the platform, it's actually your sales process, your offer, and your creatives, okay? So let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it, guys. The first thing I want to go over is, again, we're going to split up into two different parts. The first is going to be the in-platform strategies to increase your quality of leads, and the second is going to be your system and how you can implement more systems in place into your own systems to get your quality of leads higher, okay? Again, that's not really quality of lead problem, that's more converting your leads, okay? So the first thing is your lead quality on Facebook. This is one of the biggest issues a lot of service-based businesses have. It's how do I get higher quality leads on Facebook, okay? So there's three main things I want you guys to do. The first thing is on your lead form, okay? Whether you're driving traffic to a lead form or a website, if it's a lead form, what you want to do is you want to go into your settings and you want to put on require SMS verification, okay? What that means is that your competitors physically can't opt in for your forms unless they want to get called by you 24/7, okay? So that reduces your competitors filling out the forms, and also tyre-kickers, because they know that they're going to be expecting a call, or no one's going to put a fake number in, okay? And it increases the quality. So your cost per lead is going to go higher, but your quality will go higher as well. The next thing is to add in more qualification questions. What we've seen work really, really well at the moment is having like a mini survey, okay? So we do 3 short answer questions and 3 multiple choice questions, and make it very, very like in-depth for them to fill out. So that way, if a customer comes in and fills all that information, they're serious about like a renovation or whatever service you're doing. They're very, very serious about that, okay? And the third thing, or this goes more to the, actually we'll keep that for the next event, for the next part of the video where it's about your systems and stuff, okay? But those two are like the main things we see increase quality of leads in the platform, okay? There's 2 main things. Like you've got other like small things, like for example, if you go to the, I think it's your lead management or the lead center, you can actually choose which leads were qualified and which leads were unqualified. So that way the pixel and your data can pick it up and say, look, we're not showing these ads to these type of people anymore. Let's show it to these people. That's another thing you can do. Another thing that's got in my head then is when you close a lead, if you have a CRM, which you should have, you should also move them into the purchase section, or they've bought. So that way it tells Facebook, these guys converted into a customer. So I'm going to show it to more people like this. Okay, that's another way to increase your lead quality, okay? Now, moving on to the next part of the video where it's going to be more about your system, okay? This is probably where 90% of your issues are going to be. Like there's some clients, I've had some clients where it's honestly has been a lead issue where like people were filling out the wrong service, or like they're just tire kickers, okay? But another point on that is to make sure when you say low quality leads, it's so vague. Be specific on what it is. Is it the wrong service? Is it a tire kicker? Is it people aren't answering the phone? Be very, very specific, okay? Because if you're saying leads aren't answering the phone, the way you improve that is not by doing more ads, or it's not your ads that are the problem. It's you calling them as soon as possible, okay? So that's how you figure out the solution as well, which goes back to our systems now. So the first thing you want to do with your systems is fix your offer, okay? Weak offers attract your weak leads. So if you're not clearly positioned as the premium service, you're pulling people looking for cheap stuff, okay? So the one thing we love doing is being founder driven. If you're founder driven, you're going to be positioned as the authority in your market, because they're going to know you, like you, and trust you, okay? We've had times where our clients have told us, leads are calling them and saying, I want this person and this ad to quote me and no one else, okay? Why? Because they're positioned as the authority in their market, okay? That's more for your creatives, but your offer should be one of one as well. Tell them exactly what they're getting. So instead of saying a free quote, a free 30-minute design consultation where we're going to go through the best colors to match your home, this is again for a concrete company, one-on-one expert consultation with the founder, and just break down exactly what they're getting, so they have a clear step-by-step process of what they're actually getting, okay? That helps position your offer as more of a premium feel. And the next thing comes down to your positioning. Okay, if you're quoting leads, okay, let's say you are a bathroom company. Instead of saying we're going to get you the best bathroom, say yes, you're going to spend $20,000, but it's going to increase your home's equity by $40,000. When it comes time to sell, you're actually making money. Bang! That's a positioning. That's a positioning angle, which again comes down to your sales process. But that's going to help you close more deals as well. Okay. Now the next thing is tighten your creatives. Have a clear creative direction. Okay. Your ads are going to attract the type of leads you get. So if you say, I'm trying to think of an example here, but if you say in your ads, are you looking for the best or the nicest driveway or the most luxury driveway in your neighborhood, watch this video, compared to, are you looking for a more affordable way to upgrade your driveway? What do you think is going to attract higher quality leads? Okay, it's the luxury angle, or going more for something that shows high ticket or high priced. Okay, that tends to help. Again, like the affordable angle could work if you have a good sales process, which gets to my next point. But you want to make sure that you're actually targeting, like be very specific on who you're targeting. Okay, and make sure your words, like in your copy and your scripts, target towards that demographic. Okay, the third thing is going to be a sales process. Okay, most of you guys are going to be treating a Facebook ad lead the same as a referral lead. It's not. You need a completely new system for Facebook ad leads. Okay. Your goal with your sales process is, again, these guys don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. They take a lot more effort to close, okay? So your goal there is to have a process in place, like be very, very good at sales. Like as a founder, you should be the best salesperson in your industry, okay? Your only goal as a founder is to book calls and close deals. I always say that, but for your sales process, the first thing you need to do is call the leads in the first 5 minutes, okay? And always do things in person if you can. If you're a concrete, I don't want to see you emailing quotes to people, okay? Because if you email a quote and your competitor emails a quote, what differentiates you? You can't showcase your value to them, okay? So do everything in person. And then the last thing would be to be very specific on your offer. So add urgency. Let's say you're a concreter. What we would say to our clients that after they quote a lead, I'd say to them that material costs fluctuate. So this quote will only be available within the next week. Okay, you never want maybes, you want either yes or no, no maybes. Okay, and then if they say, oh, we're waiting more time, then put it in your CRM, follow up on this time and quote them again. Okay, now the fourth thing, or the final thing, is going to be having a proper follow-up system. So you should have AI and automations inside your company. Okay, we do for all our clients, but the point is that if like even good leads can go cold if you don't act fast. Okay, so automations and reminders actually separate tire kickers from serious buyers. Okay, so you can have automations in place where you send them your calendar and say, please book in a time with me here. That way they're on the ball and they're ready. Okay, and then also having automations in place like email saying thank you, a expert in concrete will be in touch with you shortly. All these automations help to ensure that you're getting the touch points up and they're being psychologically prepared for a call, okay? And then call leads in the first 5 minutes. Those are basically all the things we do to help our clients improve their quality of lead issue. When you implement, so from the Facebook ads perspective, when you implement like the questions and the SMS verification, it's going to increase your cost per lead, but it's going to bring in more quality. And then these ones are designed to improve your systems, okay? Because again, ego aside here, most of the time it's going to come down to your systems. That's the problem. It's never like a lead quality issue on Facebook. Like I've got clients who do one question on their form and just the name, email, phone number, and they're closing 1 in 5. And the reason why is because they're very, very good with their sales process. Like 1 in 5, they're getting 5 leads a day, and they close 1 in 5, they're closing 1 a day. Okay, so most of the time, again, it comes down to your process. Okay, but again, like the main thing comes down to improving your lead quality, which again, either your Facebook platform, those strategies, or your system. Right, so. That's it for today, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't watched this video up here, go watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.